Hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel. Join me in today's airship run for an exciting whale reveal, where I will be featuring BULALAKAW's Ronin from the global server. Now, let's dive into the specifics of Ronin builds. Ronins have two sets of gears as they take advantage of the skill, sink or swim. The first set of gears is focused on stacking MDEF% and MDEF, so when we buff with sink or swim, the MDEF will be converted to magic attack and increase our damage by a lot. Let's take a closer look at the MDEF gear set. Consider any ancient offhand with an MDEF 36% attribute line, and use Tomb Zombie card. Any ancient armor with MDEF 24% line. For the card, use Rock Spirit Turtle to increase your MDEF. Use Mithril Magic Manto for 25% MDEF, and Willow Star card. Equip Goiden's Greaves for an additional 15% MDEF. Note that there are no MDEF cards available for shoes. Use any two accessories with MDEF 12% attribute lines, and equip them with two Cube cards. For the weapon, use any two slotted weapons suitable for a Ronin, and attach two Sting cards to achieve 20% MDEF. Equip Gloomy Witch's Headwear to gain extra MDEF. The Dark Siren MVP card will allow us to use Lord Aura level 5 for extra physical damage. Nightmare Ghost Face, for each refine it will give us plus 1% MDEF. And Night Before Assessment, for extra MDEF percent. Hatai Drum for 10% MDEF. MDEF Fairy for extra MDEF, but you can also use Happy Blue Dragon for 3% MDEF. And try to get as much MDEF percent or MDEF in Shadow Gears. For Oracle Mirrors, we focus on MVP damage with Bill Geesarm, and Cardo for extra 20% MDEF. One of the main boosters of this build is the Era Fire Seed Relic, which allows us to treat enemies we hit or who hit us as demi-human race. Sink or Swim Showcase. Here you can see that our character has a base magic attack of 27k when in the MDEF build and a total MDEF of 14k. After buffing with Prepare for Elite and changing to the Ronin damage build, you can see how the magic attack increases to 100k. Let's take a look at all the stats. The most important stats are grouped on the right. Aim to maximize these as much as possible and ensure that Ignore Def is capped at 200%. You can pause the video if you want to take a closer look at any specific attribute. Now let's take a look at the Ronin damage build, which is used after being buffed by Sink or Swim. For the Shadow set, we use the Rosa Chain offhand to achieve 200% Ignore Def, Perseverance Armor for extra penetration, White Duke's Manto for Ignore Def and skill damage, Loon's Memorial for penetration, Flame Feathers for fire damage and Cat Paw Stamp for physical damage increase. For skills, I will show a quick glance at the main skills used. Prepare for Elite skills. Furious Rage. Endure. HP Elite. Overthrust. Sword Parry. Sink or Swim. Hallucination Walk. Status Vulnerability. Increase 34% damage to targets in Burn, Bleeding, Freezing and Stun. Slashlight is our main DPS skill, dealing both fire and holy damage. Sink or Swim, as mentioned before, this is our key skill for boosting magic attack by converting our magic defense into magic attack. Inferno Armor, increase pen by 20% and changes our race to Angel. Deep Cut, increases damage over time after hitting the target up to 5 times. Arcane Runes. White Blade Rune increases damage to targets when the target is the only one in a 5-meter radius. Transmission Rune increases damage to targets when the target is 6 meters or more apart. War Preparedness Rune provides a shield based on the damage dealt, enhancing our survivability. I will leave you now with this Ronin run. Notice how we start with low magic attack and after we buff the magic attack increase. It's important to keep your Sink or Swim buff active, and maintain distance from the MVP, to activate the arcane runes we mentioned earlier. Please like and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. As you can see, this party composition greatly enhances the Ronin's damage, allowing him to hit up to 30m or more. I have seen this build do over 50m damage in Airship 15. Leave a comment if you'd like me to showcase anything else for this build or if you'd like me to cover other classes. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe to my channel for more content like this.